Okay, I can go now?
Yeah.
I come from a family that is Worthington through and through.
I've had 3 generations of family who went to Worthington schools.
I grew up in Worthington.
I was born and raised here.
I got my K-12 education with Worthington schools.
I was the first class at Phoenix Middle School.
I'm a very proud graduate of Worthington Kilbourne. Go Wolves.
My dad is an administrator for the district. Hi, Dad.
My experience at Worthington Park is actually what made me want to become a teacher.
I was on a flight. The passenger who sat right next to me was Mrs. Barrage at Colonial Hills, who's the principal.
I love this place.
We're actually moving to Worthington here at the end of July.
We bought a house here.
I ended up buying a house in the Worthington School District.
Aaron and I have 2 children, and I'm thrilled that they get to learn and grow in this community.
The Worthington community is going to trust me with their kids. The greatest honor that I think I will ever have.
It really is a dream come true for me.
Maybe by the time band camp is over with, it will feel real.
I was working as a bilingual assistant.
I was able to be a district pool sub.
The permanent guest teacher at McCord.
Started coaching basketball at Kilbourne. This will be my 5th year.
I have built such strong relationships with my coworkers, the families, and the community.
Feels like home to me before I've even taught there.
And I knew I wanted to be a teacher here in Worthington.
I'm really excited to get started at Worthington.
Very excited to start.
I'm really excited for this adventure.
What made me say yes to Worthington was the interview process.
I just felt a very welcoming environment.
I really felt very comfortable with the staff.
Felt like a really good conversation.
I felt like our interview was more of a conversation and I had a great time. I didn't want to leave.
It really made me feel like a community that I wanted to be in.
I was asked if there was 3 people I could have dinner with.
Interviews are always awkward.
And that question caught me so off guard.
Mr. Kellenberger asked me, what would your students say about you? And I said all the things about myself that I feel like are strengths of mine, but I also talked about my hair.
A student walked up to me and said, "You have my vote for president."
There's a student sitting next to me that's so kind, and then the secretary is just sparking conversation with me.
I love getting to meet everybody on the interview team.
I could tell from the first couple of sentences how much they cared.
And they were very kind and welcoming, and it was easy for me during the interview to just be myself.
And that was wonderful.
Eric Thomas actually asked me, so how'd you feel about that on the way out? And I was like, that was just fun.
Because I was a student teacher, I actually had my interview at Thomas during one of my plan periods.
My interview process was a little crazy.
It was quite an intimidating process.
I was definitely nervous.
I know I was really nervous.
Because I was actually backpacking through Europe.
I was in Croatia and I wasn't sure, like, should I shake their hands? Should I give them a hug?
Right before I'm walking into the door, I noticed that it's a little itchy right here.
Explained how I helped a student transition using a Mickey Mouse voice, and I even used my Mickey Mouse voice. Oh boy.
Because it was a tag, because my dress was on backwards.
I spent hours creating a teacher portfolio and I never ended up using it.
My very first interview, I already knew Worthington was the one.
They're making jokes of it. They're having fun while they're doing their work. That's a good place that I want to be.
I went from not really knowing the position existed to getting the call offering me the position in about a week. They called me down like during my related arts break.
I was doing some tutoring after school.
I was actually at a doctor's appointment for my child.
I was at happy hour.
I saw like the Worthington call come up and I'm like, oh God.
I answered the phone hoping that it was Worthington and it was my doctor.
This is it. You know, I'm calling to offer you a job. I almost forgot to say yes. Don't know if my brain short-circuited, but I think I was like, a what?
I received the phone call right when the national anthem was going on.
My existing principal at the school I was working at last year.
So I was in the middle of a field.
New principal called me about you and said that she was going to offer you the job. And I was like, oh, that's good to hear from you.
Come back inside first, and they were already recording me because they knew I had gotten the job.
And I was holding my phone up. I was running around trying to get bars.
I was out having dinner with my family.
My husband and I were in Dallas.
They're like, well, you have to answer it. I ended up running to the bathroom.
I kind of played phone tag a little bit.
She was about to offer me the position and the toilet flushed.
I screamed a couple times and ran around my apartment.
I screamed.
And she goes, Madison, are you in the bathroom?
It was field day. The kids were trying to spray me with hoses and give me hugs with all their soaking wet clothes.
As soon as I was offered the job, it was a yes.
I was thrilled and I was floored.
I did the biggest fist pump ever.
Yes.
So excited, I cried.
I instantly started to cry.
Happy tears, of course.
Of course, I called all my friends and family.
Call my mentor teacher.
Called all my students.
Immediately called my wife.
Telling all of my friends, all of my family.
I was elated.
Just didn't seem real yet.
It was a dream come true. It's a dream come true. You know?
Equal parts exciting and humbling.
Worthington is like a second family.
Worthington was home.
Our experience at Worthington has just been really magical.
Everything is very kid-centered.
The staff is 100% in on our students.
There isn't one person there that didn't make me feel welcome.
Worthington just has such a great reputation for kindness and fun.
There's such a great reputation.
Such a reputable place of happiness and kindness. Growing up here, I don't even think I realized at the time how special this community was.
I was able to form a lot of relationships.
I know very well the people, the teachers, the staff.
Worthington is always trying to be better.
I don't want to sound like that guy that says, I really like my boss, but actually I really like my boss.
It was a no-brainer that I want to be in Worthington.
Just the morale, the environment,
The supportive parents, the awesome students,
the quality of the people.
This was the right place for me.
A district that makes you feel so special.
And I know that that is a part of the daily culture in Worthington.
Now it's a collaborative effort.
The amount of opportunities.
And build positive relationships.
Worthington is near and dear to my heart. When it comes to what I love about Worthington schools, my husband does joke that it's him as he is a graduate. However, I think I love the mission and vision.
Their mission statement directly aligns with what I want to do as a teacher.
So excited to continue in a district where I originally found that passion.
I love how much of a community there is.
I was amazed by the sense of community.
Culture of community.
I learned what a true community school is all about.
The diversity and inclusion.
And I know they are going to be there for me every step of the way.
I just saw ample evidence of caring adults having meaningful conversations about what's in the best interest of young people and actually acting on the insight garnered from those conversations.
They value critical thinkers.
That's something I can truly get on board with and add value to.
I was like, that's where I want to work.
I have always been drawn to Worthington because of the motto, be kind to kids.
I hope that if you're going into education, your passion is to be kind to kids.
I definitely agree that it's very important to be kind to kids.
For kids is to have a trusted adult.
Accepting them as they come through your door.
I saw it at Sutter Park when my son was there. Why wouldn't anybody not want to be part of that?
I don't always remember what my teachers taught me. I know I learned a lot. Just a lot of patience.
And making them feel heard.
But I always remember how I felt.
They're comfortable, they're safe, they're loved.
Feel included and loved.
We need to kind of foster that love.
You care that they are human beings.
Really celebrating each individual student.
Value inclusivity.
They are contributing members of the society who are good people.
Having so many different voices.
I believe they're capable of great things.
We're working to empower students to become agents of change in our world.
I really want them to know that they can create change.
Everyone just has that common goal.
And everyone's better off when we give each other the benefit of the doubt.
The kids see that. It makes them want to be really good in the class. It makes them want to be good at their passions and their hobbies and follow their dreams and work hard for things they want. That's who I am.